Hello and good morning, friends. Happy Thursday. I know I just started this this video had an intro at all, but I kind of didn't have any plans for an intro. And I know it's been, I don't know, probably close to a year since I posted a video. And I know that before I was doing reading vlogs and book YouTube stuff. And then I know that I was doing like a lot of like individual book things and talking about my books and just doing like random sit down update videos on my books. But I don't really like filming sit down videos, and I couldn't vlog fast enough to put out a video every week, yada yada yada. So I've decided I'm gonna throw all of those things away. No expectations, no rules. Well, I'm not gonna be heavily reviewing books on here because, to be honest, I haven't been reading as many books. Today is February the 5th, and I think I finished like 3 books this year. So if I was gonna even try and revive my book channel, I don't really think it would make it, because I just don't read fast enough at this point because I spend too much time working. But I'm still doing lots of cool things. I made a pizookie last Sunday, which was super cool and yummy and fun, and it's a little cast iron. It was so cute. Tonight we're gonna make semi-homemade chicken parm for dinner, and that's gonna be fun. Saturday I'm going to Galentine's Day Fest on the north side of Houston, and I'm gonna be selling my book there, and they're gonna have flash tattoos, piercings, live music, shopping, of course bookish things. There'll be like a mobile bookstore there and maybe some other authors. And I have an event every weekend from now until the end of February. I'm going to Books in Cafecito, I'm going to Books at Matcha, I'm going to Bayou City Book Festival. Mom and Dad and I are going to a professional women's volleyball game at the end of the month, like the 26th. And I'm going to be starting writing my 3rd book this month, probably next weekend. And I just thought that, like, you know, TikTok videos and stuff are fun, but to be honest, the algorithm tanked like maybe a week ago, and to be honest, I don't think it's bounced back. And I don't really like making reels, and trial reels have been kind of tanking too. And I was like, what have I always really enjoyed? And the answer to that is long form content, because I'm not meant to be contained to a 60-second clip. I'm a talker. So I figured, why don't I just revamp this channel while I'm at it? I haven't decided if I'm going to go back and archive the videos from before, from when I was just Real Reader Emily and I was just making book content, because there's a lot of this discourse of like whether or not people who identify as authors like should be critiquing other people's books, like if there's like a space for that online. And for the most part, I would agree that if you're posting things under an author profile, you don't necessarily need to be critiquing other books, unless you're just handing out 5 stars to your favorites for support. That's one thing, but like critiquing every single book you read, whether you really love it or you just like mid about it or whatever, or like marking your DNFs and stuff on there, I definitely don't do that. I kept my original Goodreads account and I made a new one for my author stuff. But like, should I do that for this? Yes, but I'm not gonna lose 500 subscribers, you know? Anyway, today's Thursday. I only have just a couple things left to do in book 2, copy edits. If you haven't been following along, that book was sent to the copy editor in December, right after I had surgery on my hand. Can you see the scar? I had a ganglion cyst removed from my palm. I had 5 stitches. It was not fun, but it's pretty good now. It doesn't straighten as much as my other fingers do anymore, but we're working on it. And then those came back in like January at some point. And this was not as messy as my first book, which is so nice, because I was a little worried, because my first book took me 3 years, like start to finish to publication. My second book I wrote in 4 months. So I was a little worried that it just wouldn't be of quality, and it actually has way less revisions than my first book did, even after all that time. So yeah, it's been a much quicker process. I just have like I am down to like the nitty-gritty details, and it's so exhausting to be at like a line and sentence and word level within 90,000 words. It's just so exhausting to do. But I have just a couple things to fix today, and I'm hoping to get it all done. And then we're gonna go by mom and dad's because they have a business size printer that they let me use for free. So we're gonna go over there and we're gonna print the book out. It's like 300 pages. We're gonna go print it out, and then we're gonna go to Office Max and we're gonna get it bound because it's only $7 to get it bound if you come with it already printed. But it's like $80 to get it bound if you print it there and bind it there. So I print it for free at mom and dad's, and then I go get it bound nicely for $7. So that is really what's on the agenda today. Anything else on the side would just be fun to finish. But really what absolutely has to be done today is copy edits. So I will check in with you later. Wow, look how easily it comes back to me. Hello. I am ready for some sprinties, but I want to see the babies. I've heard it takes, it's like 3 days for them to like unwind from being at the shelter, 3 weeks for them to be like friendly, and then 3 months to like completely adjust. Oh my goodness, I know. Oh, there he goes. Paula is such a cute name for a guinea pig. Oh my gosh. Copy edits. Ooh, you're a little close. Copy edits are done. Lunch is made. Cholula on the side. I dropped it off at Office Max, and she told me that she's really busy and it won't be done until 3 o'clock. So I just turn around and drive home, and I'll go back at 3 when it's done to pick it up. Wait till you see how nice it looks when they spiralize it for you. It's so good. These are Costco egg bites. I'm gonna make my own egg bites. While you were gone, while I was gone, I got really into super cubes, and I got a bunch for Christmas. And I've seen videos of people making basically egg bites in the super cubes and then freezing them and then just reheating them. And to be honest, I think I could do this better than Costco. Like, these taste good, but I like my bacon almost burnt. And this bacon is like barely cooked. Like, it's barely 165 or whatever it's supposed to be. And I like mine crispy. So these are not crispy enough for me. But copy edits, I killed that. I have a couple things, which is what the reread is for, just to like, I feel like it would be easier to just find them when I reread it than it would be. And I didn't ever reread my first book after I finished copy edits, and then I found mistakes in it after I printed 100 copies. So I'm gonna not make that mistake this time. But I'm starving because it's already 2:20 and I haven't had lunch yet, so I'll be back. A piece of bacon up in here proving my point. Look at this. Look how fucking pale this bacon is. I feed it to my dog. Delta Bear, want a treat? Want a cookie? Come here. Flip you around. Delta, come get a cookie. Come here. Come get a treat. She's the only one who eats it. That shit nasty. I really thought I was about to have so much time when it was 1 o'clock and she was like, yeah, come back at 3. I was like, oh my God, that's so much time. And now it's already like 2:45. And I have to leave to go back. But I wanted to show you guys. You remember, if you go back through the videos in my channel, there's a video where I show like all the journals that I use. And I keep a lot of journals. Like, I keep, this is my planner. This is my journal for the books that I write. This is my general notes notebook, scratch paper. This is a book of lists, and it's also where I do my inventory and my journal entries for bookish events. This is my book reading journal, and then this is my regular like journal. So you know me, and you know I have many a journal, but this year, instead of getting my regular Archer and Olive notebook for my planner, I really wanted to try this one. This is the Sterling Ink planner. Like, basically all they make is planners and stickers and stuff. And it is a daily. So it has one single page for every single day of the year. And it's on like that Bible thin paper, which is not my favorite. But like, how else do you get more than 365 pages into one notebook and like make it look flat? But basically it has like the months at the front, and then they have these like really cute things that they send out over email that you can just like print to your size and cut it out and glue it in. So I have one of those for every month until March because they're so cute. And the other thing this one has that my old one doesn't have, and the reason I switched is because I found myself running out of room in the skinny columns for each day of the week when 2 pages were a whole week. So I wanted to get 1 page to a day so that I would have more space. And so far that's been really nice. But this one has a timeline on the side, which I didn't really know what to do with because obviously I work full-time from home. I don't have really that many like scheduled meetings. A lot of it is just like emailing back and forth and stuff like that. So I was like, what am I gonna do with this? But literally this week, I came up with this thing where I number the things on the to-do list. And then when I'm doing things, I put the corresponding number on the timeline. So you can see like right here, this is the morning. I get up in the morning, I walk the dog, I make breakfast, I write my to-do list. And then you can see like these are the copy edit things that needed to be done. So that's where I did the copy edit things. And that's how long it took me to do like those 4 things. And now, since I just did going to print the book out, and I left here probably really close to 12. So I'm just gonna leave it right there. So probably really close to 12 I left. So then I'm just gonna write in the number that it is, which is 8, and I'm going to put it in there, and then I'm going to draw the line where I came back. What time do you think I got home? Probably like 2. From 2, and then here is where I printed the book. So this is all 8. And then I had lunch, and now it's almost 3, so I'm just going to write lunch. And that, when I look back, is like, where'd my day go? It's like, here's your day. It took you this long to do these things. So that's what I've been doing, and it's been fun. And I just started doing that this week. Before I was not really doing anything with those. Unless it was a day where I like specifically had stuff to do. Like see, this is a Tuesday and it's just blank. So should I leave like right now and get there like really close to exactly 3? Or should I give her a little time? Because she did seem stressed. I'll probably just leave right now. She's ready to go. If you missed the title reveal or the trope reveal, which are both now on my Instagram, you should go check those out and make sure you follow me on Instagram at authoremilyrex. If you subscribe to the newsletter on my website, also authoremilyrex.com, and you sign up for the newsletter on there, these kind of things, the announcements and the reveals go there before they ever go to social media. So you would be like a day or 2 at least ahead on there. This does say draft 3, but that's not true. Let's fix that. There we go. Now we're talking. Now we're cooking with peanut oil, as they say. This book is 90,000 words. And you weren't here when I was writing it, but the first draft was 75,000 words. The first draft was 75,000, and I have added since enough to make it 90,000. So we've got 318 pages, and I want to get this reread by next week. So let's a little math on that. 318 pages divided by 5 days, 63 and a half pages a day, so like 64 pages a day. So that's what the plans will be for next week, is getting that done. It's only 4 o'clock. Nick probably won't be here from his day in the office until like closer to 5, so I have an hour. So I think I can squeeze in the copy edits for the short story that I wrote for Love on the Block. So basically it's a reader magnet, that's what they call it. So I'll explain it more after or later because my battery is about to die on this camera. But anyway, it's just a short story that you give away for free at the end of the book for people who want more content from them, and then in exchange they give you your email. And it just came back from copy edits, and that's what I'm gonna work on, and then we're probably gonna have dinner and play video games. Why can't we just take control? We're overcomplicating how love flows. High low shouldn't be this stock broke, shouldn't be this hard to tell you I want more. I wanna see that you want me, snatch me up quick, let's see the ring. I wanna know, can we move forward, bust down that door, playing all my cards now, 'cause I've been waiting, but every time I think about you, baby. I left my little tripod in the car, and I haven't emptied my car out, so you're on top of the newest printed copy of my second book, a copy of my first book, and 3 candles. So bear with me. Friday I didn't vlog, like basically at all, because Nick works 980s, so he has every other Friday off, and we use that every other Friday off to clean the whole house, do laundry, go to the grocery store, run to Costco. So we just did that kind of stuff. And then, oh, this one camera only has one battery too. And then yesterday was Galentine's, which was at a wedding venue, so it was really beautiful, but it had more than just books, which is not what I expected. Like, I really, when it was a book club and the women's collective, I kind of thought it would be more bookish specifically, but they had like tattoos and Botox and IVs and jewelry and clothes and cookies, and all of that is fun, but I just kind of thought it would be more bookish. And I think you tried to get everybody, and so it wasn't as like centered around books as the last thing I went with them was, which was still fun. And I definitely made table, which if you're not in the vendor world, making table means that they charge you a specific fee to have a table there, and making table means that you made all that money back. But I journal entries for every event that I go to, which is just like calculating how much I spent on everything that I gave away or bought to do that, plus the table fee and all that kind of stuff, and then all the money that I made, and make sure that at the end of the day, the bottom line is I'm still making money. Perks of having a husband who's an accountant and can teach you how to do that. So I haven't done that yet, but today is Sunday. It's actually Super Bowl Sunday. We're having my parents and some friends over. Nick is smoking an entire pork butt, and we're making some sides and stuff. And I bought a big thing of brownies from Costco to put out for dessert. So I'm gonna hang around today. I woke up with like an itch to do some work things, but since I worked yesterday and I worked last Saturday and I'm working every Saturday for the rest of the month plus one Sunday, I'm trying to make sure and make myself take like an actual entire day break and not do any work. So I'm gonna go and get the house ready and stuff to have my friends come over, and I'll talk to you tomorrow when it's just a work day and I'm not trying to take a break. Okay. Happy Monday, friends. I just got home from taking Delta to the vet and having a quick snack, but I spent the morning sprinting because I have to read 64 pages of this bad boy a day so that I can be done with my reread of this and send it to proofreads by Friday. And that is not a hard and fast deadline. That is a self-imposed deadline, but like, why not get it done? Though maybe I should cut it down, because I'm supposed to start writing my third book on Saturday when I go see my friend at a coffee shop to write. And at this point, the way this took me the majority of the day to do, that's not gonna end up happening if I can't have this done. Like, how am I gonna do this and get ready for that in the same week? You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm only 26 pages into this and I have to read 64 today, and it's already 3:15, so I'm gonna hop back into sprints with my writer friends. I'm doing the timeline at the same time, so you can see the beginning of it right there, because I have this thing where I know that like the time is changing and I know that the months are changing, and instead of knowing what month it actually is, I just put brackets month underneath the chapter, and then future me has to figure out what month it actually is. Super Bowl last night, fine, I don't really care. Seahawks won, and they have a woman owner, so I guess I was rooting for the Seahawks the whole time. But my parents were here, my friends were here, we had pulled pork, which you saw, which is my favorite, and just hung out in general, talked. The commercials were kind of trash. Like, I guess that's what you get when you let AI do all of your writing and all of your creativity for you, which is kind of funny, because when AI really was taking over things, and especially the creative stuff, I had this inkling that I wanted to go back to making long form content. And I think that there's no way you can accuse me of using AI to write books when I make long form content about writing books. You know what I mean? Like, you could come after me all you want, but like, the proof is in the pudding right here. This is something I wrote with my own, for better or for worse, this is something that I wrote with my own two hands and my own two eyes, unfortunately. Or fortunately, depending on how this goes. But I just thought that that was interesting, like, because I think, and the New York Times put out an article maybe 2 days ago. I don't know if you guys saw this. If I can find it, I'll put like the headline here. I don't subscribe to it, but basically they interviewed an author who has 20 pen names, and all she does is use AI to generate romance novels and puts out 200 books over 10 pen names, and claims she's making money doing this, and has, I think she said 200,000 book sales or something, or 50,000 book sales or something. And like when you do the math, it turns out to be only like 250 copies sold a book. And it's like 250 people read the book and then realize that it's trash and it's AI, and then they leave that book in the dust and they move on to the next thing. So I don't really know if you can call that successful, but of course she sells a how to get rich quick by letting AI write your romance novels course. Everybody who sells a course is a grifter. I'm saying it right now. One time Nick was like, well, if the writing thing doesn't work out, you can sell a course. I said, no, put me in the ground, bury me 6 feet under before I ever sell a course. So you've heard it right here. If I'm out here selling a course, you'll know that either it's not me, it's an AI impersonation of me, or I've hit complete rock bottom and what is underneath that. But basically she was like, in the article, she was like, oh yeah, you know, I'm not gonna disclose my real name or my other pen names because people will come after me for using AI. And it's like, okay, so how are you claiming that you can write good books with AI, that you're making money writing these books with AI, but you won't say whose pen names you're writing all of this AI under? Suspicious. Anyway, my friend is waiting for me on Zoom so that we could do a little afternoon sprinting. She has the day off from work. She's a teacher. And I do this full time, so we're always palling around together. So I'm gonna get on that really quick. Hello. The vet said she does not have a UTI anymore, so the antibiotics fixed it. And basically just that, because they did that in-house, like while I was still there, so that I could know that it worked when we left. But the thyroid stuff they have to send out, like to a real place, so that'll be like a couple days. But like there's nothing medically like wrong with just being a little bald. You know what I mean? Like it is, I mean, you get old, man, it's hell. Yeah. Well, I made it to 64. Took me the whole damn day. But we made it. And that means tomorrow we will make it to 128. And that will be very close to half, because this book is 316 pages, I think. So 150 is half of 300. It'll be close. It'll be close. Yeah, so that's it. I had a lot of other stuff to do today. Usually Monday I do my social media posts. I batch schedule them everywhere and make new batches of hook videos to put up places, but none of that got done today, so that will all get moved to tomorrow. But tomorrow I don't have to take the dog. Nick is going to the office, so we'll have a full day of just being at the house, getting things done. And yeah, I do need to get the registration of my car done, but I have a whole month to do that. That's not today's problem. So I'm gonna log out and hop off. Just having leftovers for dinner tonight, so nothing very exciting. But I'll see you in the morning. The ground running, are you stopping me? You gotta go like Monopoly. I'm trying to make you my property. Better yet, buy me some property. 'Cause we've been doing this forever. Guess it's never, never. Good morning and happy Tuesday. Got my husband's bling shirt on. Got a little coffee going. Decaf, of course. If you know me, caffeine makes me vibrate. Makes my anxiety real bad. So got this, got a little new makeup on. I don't even know if you can tell in the camera, but it's like a combination highlight, blush, and bronzer in a liquid that I saw this girl on YouTube use, so I bought one. And I really like it, so feeling good. Got my little makeup on, got my little decaf latte, and tonight is volleyball, and our game is at 6:30, which is real reasonable because I think last week it was at 8:30, and I was so tired, and I was so wired after. I don't think I went to bed until like 1 a.m. because you just like, You have to stay awake, and then you get yourself all hyped up at 8:30, and then you come home and you eat something, and then you're full, and then you're in bed, and you're trying to lay yourself down and be gentle and quiet and ready to sleep, but you're just like wired from the game. Anyway, hopefully we win tonight. I don't think we won a game yet, but we've had really close ones. They just haven't fallen our way yet, and I'm hoping to change that tonight at 6:30. Today, we are continuing our Love on the Block reread timeline. Another 64 pages. I do have to go to the grocery store because we're still eating the leftover pork butt that Nick smoked on Sunday. But now we're tired of eating it on a potato, and it makes a really good quesadilla. But we don't have no tortillas, so I have to go to the grocery store. And I had HEB sushi on Sunday for lunch because treat yourself, obviously. But since I have to go back today, I'm like, should I get more sushi? Should I have a second sushi lunch? I feel like maybe. And then I'm supposed to start writing my third book on Saturday, and I don't think I'm actually going to start writing it on Saturday. I think I'm going to start doing the research and stuff on Saturday because I have like a whole list of things to look through. I bought 2 books on Pango that have to do with the topics in that book that I think have been delivered, so I can swing by my parents' house and pick those up. And then I was also going to go to the public library and ask them if they have any like autobiographies or literary fiction or anything that just depicts more of like the emotional feeling side of the topic for this book, so that I can get some firsthand accounts of that kind of thing. So that maybe we will make that today, because I wasn't really planning on going out and doing all of those, but like I need an inspection, I could go to the library, and I do need to go to the grocery store. So if I'm gonna go out, like I already have my makeup on, I may as well just go for it and do everything. But I don't really want to leave because I have a lot to do, and yesterday I had to leave, and it took me till literally 5 o'clock on the dot yesterday to get this done. So I better get going. I also need to do social media stuff because I usually do it on Mondays, and now it's already Tuesday and I didn't have time to do it yesterday. And now I'm talking about doing more things today. I mean, Friday is an arbitrary deadline for this. I'm not actually on a deadline. It's something I decided for myself. But still, I would like to get it done, and I would like to have it back to copy edits on Monday. Doesn't mean that I couldn't still do that, even if I have to get other things done, but I'm gonna get to work. And I'll see you, I don't know, maybe at lunch. My friends and I were talking because my critique group and I sprint like most days during the week, because a couple of us are stay-at-home moms and I do this full time, and one of my other friends is a teacher, and so she has like time to sprint during her free period. And we were talking about yesterday doing it on TikTok. We usually do it on Zoom, and so it's very private. It's just us, and you can pop in and out whenever you want. However, we are all authors who are trying to build a platform on social media, so I don't really think it's a bad idea to do it on TikTok or maybe even YouTube, just to get that interaction and please the algorithms. When we're already doing it, we may as well double dip, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of my plan. So we'll see if we do that. And if we do, I'll let you know down below what days we've kind of been doing it, like between now and when this video goes live, because I think it will be fun. And I think we'll probably do it like maybe like Tuesdays and Thursdays, not all the time. Not every single time we sprint, because we do that like 4 or 5 days a week. But like maybe just Tuesdays and Thursdays or something. I think it will be fun. But I will check in with you probably around lunch. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Today is Wednesday the 11th. It is currently raining, so the dog is very sad that we have not gone for a walk yet. It says it's not raining here right now, but I definitely just looked outside and it's raining. So she's gonna have to wait a little bit before we go for a walk. But the Barbies did win last night. Yay! We have some of a regular team and we have 2 new people, so it's me and my friend who've been playing together for a while, plus our other friend that I met playing on a second team with my other friend, and then one girl who's been playing for a while and is friends with my friend from high school who was recruited to the team by her, and then her brother is playing with us now, and then his friend and his friend's girlfriend are also playing with us. And The guys are, it's so nice. I mean, we were an all-women team for a long time, but to be honest, it's so nice to have dudes. It's so nice to have dudes. Alex is like 6'3", and we just put him on the net, and we say, no matter what position you are on the net, play middle blocker. I want you to be middle blocker 100% of the time. And really, it's not even just about the dudes that it like led us to a win last night. The new girl, who's the girlfriend of the friend, can swing it. She can fucking, oh my god, it's beautiful to watch, to be honest. So it was really fun last night. The second set was 21-4. We crushed them. So yeah, that was fun. And then I just came home and went to bed. I am having a hard time. Well, I just have so much to do right now. And yesterday it took me like all day between going to the grocery store and doing live sprints in the morning and trying to get TikTok figured out and all this other kind of stuff. I did not do any pages of book 2 yesterday. So now I'm a whole day behind on book 2, which I thought I was gonna get this back to the editor for proofreads on Monday, but then I remembered that not only do I have to finish doing this, but I also have to go through all the writing and put it in the computer to the document that I'm actually gonna send, and that probably will take me a day, maybe less than a day. So I was already at Tuesday anyway, so now I'm more like Wednesday, which like, again, this is the part of the book that's not in a rush right now because like it's so close to being done and proofreads only take like a week, and I probably still have like 3 weeks until I'm even gonna put it up for pre-order or anything. However, other things are moving at a quicker pace and a slower pace, so I don't feel like it's crazy to slow down on that when I don't have a blurb, and my cover artist is going to be asking for a blurb because she's the one, hold on, I have a copy. She's the one who puts the blurb on the back of the book for the physical copy. She's the one that does that, and so I need to have, she sent me yesterday, she sent me the full flat lay for the second book, which is amazing. It's beautiful. And she sent me this with like the little, just the background for this and the words, and I don't have any fucking words to give her because I have been getting jerked around by this blurb writer for a month and a half. Like literally, it's been 3 times that she's like, I have a draft for you tomorrow, and it's been a day, 2 days, 3 days, and I never get a draft. And now it's February and I'm trying to get this book done. I'm trying to get it up for pre-order. I can't put it up for pre-order with no blurb. Nobody knows what the fucking book is about. And then finally yesterday I was talking to my husband and my friends and my critique group and my mom, and I was like, I think I'm gonna have to fire her. I've never fired anybody before. This will be my first firing as the official head of my own business, which sucks and blows, and I need an adultier adult to tell me what to do, even though I'm 30. But like, I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to buckle down. And she sent me a draft for only her point of view. That's half of a draft. After all of this time, after all the extra time you had, and for how you've had the information for this since January 6th, all you got me was half of a blurb. And she sent it at like 11 o'clock last night, and I woke up at 4:30 in the morning because I had to go to the bathroom, and I tapped my phone and I saw the time, and then I saw that she had sent me an email, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go back to sleep and I'll deal with it in the morning. And then I couldn't sleep. I had to know. I've been waiting for this for a month, so I read it and I didn't even really like it. And I was like, this is only half of what you promised. And then I put it down and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go back to sleep and I'm gonna deal with this in the morning. And then my mind started spinning. 5 years ago, for the first time in 5 years, I'm back stateside for the first inaugural season of the first volleyball professional league in the States in decades. Like that, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, now I feel like I've got to do it, so now I'm already going. And so then I couldn't sleep, so I picked up my phone and I opened the notes app, and I'm laying here at 4:30 in the morning and I'm typing, I'm thinking of things and I'm typing them down. We'll see if that's any good today, because I wrote it at 4:30 yesterday morning, so that's gonna be a surprise to everybody. But I just can't believe that I woke up this morning, no second half. It's been fun. I don't know what I'm gonna do, because now I have a half. I'm probably gonna call my mom while I make breakfast and see what she says, because who doesn't just call her mom every time something goes wrong? So yeah, well, I'm gonna get some breakfast, and I'm gonna get some, I'm still drinking a decaf latte even though I didn't sleep good last night, because you know me. I need a decaf latte stat. I need breakfast stat. And then when the rain stops, I'm gonna take the dog for a walk. I call my mom and ask her what I should do. Okay. I literally have so much to do today. I'm behind on that. I'm trying to do, I have so many out of the house errands to do. I'm gonna try and do one a day. So yesterday was groceries. Today maybe I'll go get my inspection done on my car in the afternoon. But I mean, that's the thing about this is like I got so much done yesterday and still it doesn't move the needle. Okay, I'm gonna go. I've been talking for like 10 minutes, so bye. Good morning and happy Thursday. I don't think I updated at all yesterday after the morning, and that is because I spent the next 6 hours toiling over my blurb and it's still not done. I mean, it could be done, but like the pressure for this to be amazing is so high. I look so washed out on my gray background with my blonde hair and my pale skin and my light shirt. Anyway, so basically I spent all day yesterday. I spent an hour and 15 minutes on Zoom with my 2 writer friends, and we just like, you know what I mean? Like it started at like 300 words, which if you don't know, it needs to be like 150 to 200, or it like literally will not fit on the back cover of the book. And we started at like 300, got it to 245, then we got it to 225, then we got it under 200, then we were at 180. And I was like, okay, we honestly could add a little bit back here and get some detail and hit it back up to 220 words. And so then I started sending it to other people. I sent it in all the Discord groups I'm in. I sent it to a couple friends that I'm friends with on like Instagram. And then somebody mentioned an editor that does like free blurb critiques. And so I sent it to her. I'm waiting for that still. So basically I just went around and I was trying to get as much feedback as I could on it in a short amount of time. But I did get some good ones, and I'm still waiting on the editor who does the blurb critique. So I just couldn't look at it anymore last night after all that time. So I am going to sit back down today, read it with fresh eyes, and then I'm going to take in the account some of the feedback I've got and see if I can't. Some people very graciously kind of rewrote some of it and added some details, so I'm going to go back and look through and see what I can match. But I just finished cleaning the kitchen. As you can see, I just have been it's been so busy, and I have been probably since Tuesday night I've been neglecting this house. Like, we still have towels in the laundry room that got washed on Saturday that still have not been folded, and today is Thursday. Like, I'm literally gonna fold them, put them away, and then put the next load of towels in there. Sometimes it gets like that. And Tuesday I had an excuse because I played volleyball at 6:30 and I didn't get home till like 8, and then I just ate dinner and we went to bed. But like last night, we ate dinner at like 5:15 last night and played 3 hours of Arc Raiders. And then I ate an ice cream cone and got in the shower and washed my hair and went to bed. So I mean, I can't only do so many things in one day. So I just finished cleaning that. I have so much to do today again. I gotta finish the blurb numero uno. But also the 25 books that I ordered from Ingram Spark just showed up. And I need to look at them because the last ones that I got, I'll show you in a second. The last ones that I got, not the blurb, oh my God, I have blurb on the brain. The spine is not perfect. And I didn't realize it until I had already sold a bunch of copies. But I ordered 100 and then I ordered 25. And for some reason, the 25 showed up before the 100, even though I ordered them like 4 or 5 days apart. Is she hungry? Is she hungry, girl? Okay, we'll do this first and then I'll show you. This is what I'm talking about. So you see how the light blue from here continues onto the spine. You can see it like right there. And that is not how it's supposed to be. And that is not how this copy is, which has the same. So we're gonna open these 25 and see if they're good or not. I really want them to be good. I want that just to be a one-off mistake on 100 books because I do not want to get into it with Ingram Spark customer service. I just want it to be right. Take one right off the top. Yeah, these are perfect. So it's just these ones that are fucked up. So I should have gotten my money back on all of these. Can you see? Can you see where it is? Well, let me put them, yeah, right there. Right there. Can you see that? Can you see the difference? Oh, 100 ink perfect copies. 25 perfect copies. Ain't that just some shit? These are better though. I'm relieved because I was about to order 300. And I was like, I'm not ordering 300 if they keep coming like this. But there is, I think 25 in here. It's only 22, but I ordered 25. They maybe just shoved 25 in here, so. Or I'm missing a box. Okay, I'm gonna put these books away and get to work, I guess. I should make a coffee. Okay. It is almost 4 o'clock and I've done a lot of things today. I went to the bank and I put some money away. Went to my mom and dad's and they showed me all the plants and stuff that I have to water while they're out of town for a week. I went to get the inspection on my car because tomorrow is Friday and every other Friday Nick goes into the office, and when he goes to the office we do date lunch, and that is also happens to be the side of town where the place I have to take my car inspection to get my new sticker is. So I was like, I'll do that today and then I'll take it with me and I'll get the sticker tomorrow since I'm already gonna be over there. I worked on the blurb. I think I got it finalized. I think this is it. I asked around online for somebody to help, and one of my friends recommended this editor to me who also does like blurb tweaking for free. And so I sent it to her and she sent me one back, and then she sent me a second one, and I kind of combined like what I had with what she had, and I just kind of, and then I sent it back to her and she said she really loved it and that it sounded good. And I just sent it to my critique group and somebody just responded and said that they're balanced and she likes it. So I think I'm just gonna, if I spend any more time with this, I will tear the entire thing apart and start completely over, because I will have stared at these words so long they no longer mean anything to me. So I'm just gonna let it go, I think. Once I get a little bit more feedback, maybe from like one other person in my critique group, I might just send it over to my cover artist, because this is when I told her I would have it to her anyway. Blurb is done. Honestly, that took up so much of my time today and yesterday. I am definitely off schedule with getting this done. I'm going to try, I have an hour. I'm gonna try and do this much more, because this was the goal for the second day when I thought I was gonna do this in 5 days. So I think I'm gonna continue trying to do 64 pages a day. It's just, it's gonna be like midweek next week because everything else got so off. But like, this is not the most important part. You would think that having a finished, polished book, the inside of the book, is one of the things that needs to be done first, but that's actually very not true, because what sells the book? A blurb and a cover. And what do you have to finish the cover? A blurb, because the blurb goes on the back of the cover. So you have to have really all those things before you have this. So this was easy to push back and get everything else done. So I still have tomorrow to work. Like I said, every other Friday Nick goes to the office because he works 980s. So he has every other Friday off. So last week he had Friday off. This week he doesn't. So I work when he works. I work a regular. I also work 980s, I guess, except a lot of times I also work Saturdays. And I am working this Saturday. I'm not getting paid to work this Saturday. Last Saturday you saw we were at Valentine's Day, which was fun. And then this Saturday is Valentine's Day. And my friend Chelsea and I are planning on meeting up at the local coffee shop and getting some work done, which is great because I had to do a day and a half worth of blurb work, I'm behind on the other stuff that I was gonna get done, mostly this book, and getting ready to start my third book. So that's a good day to catch up and hang out. And then since it is Valentine's Day, we are 100% not going out to eat because everything will just be chaos on Valentine's Day. I bought short ribs to make. I've only made them one time before, but I'm going to make like red wine braised oven short ribs with mashed potatoes and asparagus, so we can have like romantic dinner at home and not go out and fight the crowds, because that's not really like the kind of thing that I like to do. And then yeah, other than that, it's just gonna be a really chill weekend. This is my only weekend in the entire month of February that I am not at a market for book stuff. Last weekend was Valentine's Day. Next weekend I actually have markets back to back on Saturday. I'll be at Books and Cafecito on Saturday and Books and Matcha on Sunday. I think I'm gonna like end this vlog and start a new vlog. Probably not tomorrow because I have a lot of running around to do, but maybe on Monday. I hope you enjoyed this video. I just think that in a world of AI and other kind of stuff, it's nice to be connected with other people, especially other people who are making art. Like, I know that having my critique group, my friends, my writer friends is like so nice to have other creative people to talk to about things and like share both the highs and the lows of being in something like this. And I'm so grateful for them, and I'm so grateful for you, and I hope that you're having a great afternoon, day, or night wherever you are. Don't forget to drink your water and stay hydrated, and I'll see you again in my next video. Bye!